Good morning, everybody. Just traveling out to meet Stan at one of our favorite metal detecting spots. Last year, we had to deal with knee-high grass when we finally got the permission for this place, and we never did get to go and get the coils right to the ground. We found over 20 large scents in that field last year. So now that it's spring, we're gonna have to walk in because it's wet and muddy, but we should be able to get coils right to the ground, and we're hoping to find smaller coins and God knows what. So stay tuned. I knew it snowed last night. We got temperatures under 0 degrees, so not the best weather for metal detecting, but we're gonna do it. We're gonna do this. That's gonna lead to some wet, dirty digging. Way out there, we gotta cross that field. Somewhere out there there's treasure. Beautiful out here today, guys. It's cold, it's crisp, but there's nobody here. It's quiet. And just, I wish I had my other cameras. It's so picturesque right now. That fresh little bit of snow on the ground and the sun peeking through the clouds. I could just spend a day photographing right now. It's so beautiful here. It is cold though. The wind is biting. Wind coming in off the river over there is just going right through me. So hopefully we'll have a bunch of new signals here thanks to the spring thaw and the frost coming out of the ground. We won't have to deal with the grass that was up to our knees. This is a strange sight. We have found over 20 large scents and I don't know, just as many, if not more, harmonica reeds. So we know that it was a logging camp, then it became a farm. We also found some Boy Scout, Girl Guide stuff, some pins and stuff, so we know they were here. We found all kinds of treasure here. So this was like a main thoroughfare. This was a main road here 100 years ago. More than 100 years ago, because we found coins right back to 1890 whatever and 1900s. So all right, first hole of the day, an old bent square nail, solid 17. Look at that, out of the same hole, a nice old 4-ring bullet. Awesome start. And in the next hole, we've got a really old piece of lead. It's got the white patina to it, probably been buried 100 years. And then an iron, I don't know what this is. It's flat on one end, curved on the other, definitely made to be that way. I don't know what it is though. Yeah, I'm gonna have to Grim Reaper it from here on out. The wind is just, it's cutting right through me. I'm not quitting though. There, I dug that one out for Stan. An old tip of a plow. It's not edible, buddy. There's some old horse tack, a J-hook. Looks fairly old. Well, look who decided to show up. Detector! Balaclava Pete! I got a big find for you right here by the pack sack. Behind the pack sack.
What on earth is it?
It's a tip off a plow.
That's a different one. Very different.
So Stan was here yesterday and got a 1916 large cent, and he did some exploring, and he says he has something he wants to show me down on the point down there after. Look at that. That was a solid 12, and I thought it was going to be a bullet. I think it's a coin. It's either a button or a coin. Maybe a nickel? Could be a nickel. An old nickel. Let's clean that up and take a look. 1905. Look at that, guys. First coin other than a penny that we found at this site. I've been saying that we needed to get rid of the grass to find these smaller coins. We might be on to something here. American nickel, an American 5-cent nickel. That's my first one of those. 1905. Oh, look at that. I'm stoked now. There's one for my alphabet pile. Small letter D. I don't know what this is. Maybe a piece off of a buckle or like a belt buckle or something. I don't know. I thought at first that it was silver. It's very intricate. There's like a little crown or something. There's letters. But then I rubbed it with my finger and it's plated because that piece right there came off. Look at that. I don't know what it is. I tried to clean it up and I can see it says MFG, but you can see all the plating is coming off of it. I gave it a real light little brush there, so I'm not going to play with that anymore. And right beside the last hole, look at this. This might be the other, this is the other half of what we just found. Let's clean it up, see what it says. Okay, I puzzled it out. If you put the two pieces together, it's a plate off of a Singer sewing machine, I think. It says Singer MFG Company. I'll show you guys. There you go, guys. Singer Manufacturing Company.
Crack it open.
All right, so Stan just found another largie in this wad of dirt here. Let's crack it open and see if we can get a date. It's not a largie. It is not a largie.
It's not a largie?
No.
Oh, what is it?
I don't know. It's something round. like a bowl of something.
Oh, shit. Sure looked like a largie in the clump.
So there stands largie. I still don't know what it is, even when I cleaned it off. It's got 3 holes in it. False alarm. Back to work, you. Find me a largie. It's not getting any warmer. So Stan was just yelling down to me, you know, how weird it is that we found this many coins here in this field. We don't know the exact story of what was going on here. There had to be more than just a standard lumber mill and a farm. We found so many large cents here, it's crazy. And I said, you know, we found more treasure here than Oak Island. And that's the truth. I've been watching that show for 8 years, and Stan and I have found a lot more stuff than they find on that show. That's going to be the new tag on my series for metal detecting here. Finding more shit than Oak Island. It's not getting any better. Well, I think it's an old spoon. Yeah. For sure. The end off an old spoon. There you go, 100-year-old spoon. There's an old shell that I've never found before. It says Lancaster on the top. And then London, and then E-L-E-Y on the bottom. Lancaster, London, Ely. So Stan tells me that he found one of those shotgun shells the other day. What, you did some research?
Eli, British Ammunition Company since 1850, partnered with everybody from Samuel Colt to Nobel Explosives around 1900. Today they remain one of the primo manufacturers of ammunition, started in 1850. And that's one of the original brass. The first waterproof brass shot shells were made by Eli in 1881.
Cool, I'd never heard of them till I just dug one.
End of story, Google it.
Can you feel that? I can. It's friggin' cold. Might have to call it. It's getting worse.